Hello. Okay, it is time for the next series. This is going to be something I've wanted to do for a while. It is going to be a randomizer of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I love randomizers, Pokemon and Fire Emblem. They're two of my favorite ones to do. They just provide a lot of variety, a ton of fun, and they just make every playthrough of a game great. And I love this game to death. This is potentially my favorite Fire Emblem. It's very, very good. So basically, just to get kind of the normal things about a randomizer down real quick, just super quick. So every character in Fire Emblem has, you know, base stats and then growth rates, and that basically determines how strong they are. Yeah, we can have this cutscene play while I do that. So all of those are randomized within a certain amount. So the chance that they will level up a stat is between 0 and 100%. So they can be really broken or really bad. Characters that are magic will have characters that are magic will have higher magic than strength. That way you don't get like a healer that can't heal or like a sword fighter that can't attack. It balances it out. Skills are random. So characters can gain skills or lose skills. They have a 95% chance to gain a skill. I wanted a little RNGs just for comedy. So if we get a bad character that doesn't have a skill, then it's just funny, right? Characters will always change class. I have it so they can never be the same class. So like I couldn't be randomized back into a ranger. He has to be something different. I didn't change any weapons because that just adds too much variety. I think it starts to be a little too much. Enemies have a 20% chance to drop items, even enemies that didn't have them before. So lots of random item drops. Enemies are buffed a little bit. I don't remember how much. I have the thing here. The enemies have a 15% buff to their growth rates. And the bosses have, I think, a 5-point stat buff for maximum. So between like 1 and 5. Or 0 and 5. Enemy classes completely random. I think they can randomize into the same thing, but I'm not sure. And then also all rewards are entirely random, 100%. So everything about items are random except for shops. And that is basically the gist of it. That's all the stuff that's random. We'll talk about like the growth rates and everything as we go. These were not files that I played. I'm going in completely blind. I made 2 randomizers with the same settings, one just to make sure they worked, and then I did a different randomizer, which is the one I'm using now. So I never went in this one. So this is completely blind. It just made with the same settings, and we were doing difficult because this game is not that hard, and I played it a lot, so we're doing difficult with the buffs. And also, this isn't a story playthrough because there'd be no point. It's just for the fun of it. The fun of it, and you know, hopefully teach people how great Fire Emblem randomizers are, because they're honestly amazing. Okay, so Ike is a soldier. I am realizing a problem. I think I randomized this with the same seed, now that I'm thinking of it. So I think that means that it's the same thing, because Ike was also a soldier in the one that I did. So I'm gonna need like 2 minutes, and I'm gonna make another one of these. Okay, so I apologize for that. We should be good now. This is a different seed. All the settings are the same. It actually saved my settings. So we can see what we actually get for Ike. Ooh, okay. So Ike's a Wyvern Rider. I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite class in the game. This is literally my favorite class in the game. Like, Jill is one of my favorite characters in this, and flyers are just so good. So I kind of love this. It's fantastic, actually. I was kind of hyped about Soldier Ike, but this is way cooler. So what I can do is I have the change log, so we can go over everything that changed. So for Ike, he's usually a ranger. He is now a wyvern rider. He usually has... Does he usually have a skill? He does, but he has Serenity, which halves biorhythm effects. So he is slightly less affected by a not very interesting mechanic. So let's see, Ike went from a 75% health growth to a 70, a 50% strength to a 20. That's really bad. No wonder his speed sucks. That's awful. Wait, no. Wait, never mind. No, I'm talking about the wrong way. His strength is, yeah, his strength is 50 to 20, so his strength is good, base stat wise. But, his speed is not good right now. His magic is a 59%. I don't even think you can get magic flyers, but maybe. That's what we'd have to do if possible. His skill went from 50% to 45. His speed went from 55 to 75. So if we can get lucky and he levels strength occasionally, he's going to be fast as hell. He's actually going to be pretty good. He just needs to level strength, which is rare. His luck went from 35 to 30. Defense from 40 to 30, and res from 40 to 30, so he's not very tanky. His base stats, let's see, he gained 2 HP, he gained 2 strength, he gained a point in magic, he lost 3 skill, he lost 4 speed, he lost 5 luck, he gained 4 base defense though, and he gained 4 res, so his base stats are much tankier, but his growth rates are not that tanky. So this Ike is going to be good if I level strength. If I can manage to level strength, this is going to be a pretty tanky, insanely fast Ike. That is actually going to be kind of nice. This is not the actual Boyd that we're going to get. This is like enemy Boyd. It's going to be a little hard to beat you. Let's see what the model looks like once, and then we turn off animations because they're not... Yeah, it's chill. I did hit though. The wyverns look sick in this game. Yeah, this is, yeah, because we actually get the movement after combat and stuff. This is a great main character. Like, we needed Ike to be good. Ike is so important that he's good. And he's like real good actually. He just needs level strength, and his skill's bad. His skill growth wasn't awful, was it? It was... What was his skill growth? His skill growth was 45, so yeah, Ike is pretty good. Like, everything that Ike has bad of, he will level. Except strength. He just really needs to be able to level strength. That's gonna be the biggest thing. That's really gonna stop him. That's good for settings. Okay. Let's just hit one of these. We gotta hit one day. Oh, I have so much movement. Yeah, Boyd. There we go. We start off with an elixir. That's kind of nice, too. Oh, wait, this is what mist is gonna be. Unless, like, ally mist is different than, like, unit mist. I don't think so. So that's some sort of horse unit. Can't see yet. What's my movement? I don't know if movement's randomized. Movement has to be randomized, right? It doesn't mention anything about movement in the randomizer. In the change log, at least. I mean, I obviously have more movement, though. I just don't know if, like, movement is tied to class. I think that's probably it. So, like, all wyvern riders would have 8 movement. Oh, this is so hype. I'm so glad I got wyvern Ike. I was hyped about soldier, I really was. Okay, so what we want every level is basically strength and defenses. And then obviously speed, but like Ike is gonna level HP and speed like every turn. Every level, he has so much in those. He's like 75 speed or whatever, 70 HP. We need to level strength, speed, and our defenses, and as long as Ike can do that, he's gonna pop off. For most of these, we're only gonna do like one chapter probably per part. But that one's not really a real chapter, so we'll just save that one. Call that a freebie. This will be our first one. We're gonna get a lot more characters too. Okay, so... Ooh. Okay. So we have a mage, which is pretty hype, with renewal. Okay, let's go over her growth. You know, you kind of rely on your promoted units in all of these games right at the start, so... We went from counter to renewal, which renewal is what you heal. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see. So she went from an 80% HP to a 40, a 45 strength to a 45 strength, 25 magic to a 30 strength. I thought that's not how that worked. I thought she was supposed to have more magic, but I don't know. It works out for this. 60 skill to 60, 50% speed to 55, 45 luck to 38, 40 defense to 65, 45 resistance to 35, so she's pretty tanky. HP went from 33 points to 34, base strength went from 12 to 4, base magic went from 4 to 14, so she's gonna hit hard. Skill went from 13 to 11, speed went from 14 to 13. 11 went for, luck went from 11 to 4, defense went from 11 to 9, res went from 7 to 14. So she's busted. Like, these are good stats, really. Like, I'm gonna be able to nuke most of these enemies, yeah, and we're still gonna double. So let's see, we got all flyers. So Boyd's a Wyvern Rider 2. So where is Boyd? Let's see, Boyd went from Tempest to Miracle. Miracle's the skill that you sometimes survive on 1 HP or whatever. His HP growth went from 75% to 60, strength from 60% to 40%, magic from 5 to 30. Skill from 50 to 43, speed from 45% to 50, luck from 35 to 40%, defense from 25% to 30, and res from 25% to 50. He lost 6 points in HP, 1 in strength, 0 in magic. He gained 1 in skill. Speed stayed the same, lost 1 in luck, gained 2 in defense, and gained 3 in res. So this is worse Ike. It's worse Ike that is a little more consistent. So like less tanky Ike, but the strength and speed stats will reasonably level somewhat often. So it's like a bit of a worse but safer option than Ike is. Let's see, Oscar is a Pegasus Knight who gained the skills, who originally had no skill. And this is the one that yeah, so basically no enemy skills activates every now and then, which is nice. So, okay, well my first thing I'm noticing is 10 strength and 10 speed is so good for like right at the beginning. HP growth went from 55% to 45, strength went from 45% to 20, that's bad. 20 magic to 30, skill went 50 to 50, speed is 45 to 55, so the strength growth is terrible, but the speed is great. 30% luck to 60%, 35 defense to 35, 30% resistance to 20. He lost 2 in HP, gained 4 in strength, lost 1 in magic, skill is the same, gained 3 in speed, lost 1 luck, lost 4 defense, gained 4 res. So this character is good. Like, Oscar's really good, except for the fact that the strength growth is terrible. So kind of in the same boat as Ike. where they're both like really good, but Oscar is like not very tanky at all, which I guess is pretty fitting for a Pegasus Knight. So let's see how to do this. First of all, I want characters to have an Iron Lance if possible. We need to kind of decide what characters we're going to use. Well, I know we got to use Ike, so we're going to try and feed Ike kills. So do we got anything we can steal? Ooh, Spirit Dust. Increases magic. Nothing. Doesn't look like... There is a mage, which like wind magic is good against flyers. And considering most of my team are flyers, it's not great. Okay, so let's try and take out... I really don't want to murder people with my promoted units, though. I guess we kind of do what we gotta do, right? So let's see if we can do some chippies with Void. Or Oscar. We'll learn these units eventually. So do that, and then we can get Ike a kill, which is nice. Oh, I lost my Javelin. Ike is going to be really good. He just needs some love. He needs some love and some good levels. We can poke out, take a swing, then head back, or we can just get a crit. Fair enough. Go here and let's visit this house. Because again, these are all random item drops. So any of these can have something broken. Steel sword, we have no sword users. Okay. Yes, yes, you're gonna murder the house. Oh, that's an armored knight. That might be kind of bad to break through. Oh no, we have a mage. Never mind. Okay, good dodge. Void's looking kind of cracked. Just looking like better Ike right now, can't lie. I have to call it like I see it. Start going over here to visit the house. Can any character like do damage? Some. Not enough to kill. Let's just go do the... I mean, we could eventually soften it up, right? Yeah, let's do it. Let's try and give experience to the people who actually need it right now. This is going to be a hard game later on. Especially as, like, the characters or the enemies get stronger and stronger. I was gonna say one of the worst things that can ever happen in randomizers is if you don't get a healer. Because, like, there's nothing in the game that is gonna make a healer come faster. It's just luck if you get one. And we were blessed, and we did get a pretty broken healer. On a character that's gonna stay around for a while too. Okay, that mage is scary. I cannot double the mage. I guess Boyd's gonna have to kill. Oh, Boyd can't double the mage either. Mage is fast. Thankfully, I do have like pretty high res on... Okay, well the res is I guess average. Pretty sure they have almost no res on their normal classes though, especially Ike. I remember that being a problem for him. So we want strength, speed, and defenses. That's part of it. I mean, he does need speed, and he'll level speed almost every turn, I'm sure. Let's take out you. We're gonna have to help out, because we don't want these armor knights to start overrunning us. Can be a little concerning. Gotta use what we got, especially early game. Okay, I just realized I should probably make a custom timestamp to remind me of when I have to like put some of the layouts and stuff I'm doing on screen. I'll start keeping that in mind after this one. Whew. 1 HP. I did not know you were in range. That was a little scary. I should mention we're doing permadeath, so if a character dies, they die. We're not resetting. With that being said, though, if we did like lose the run and we got the game to a point where we like couldn't do anything, I would not make a new randomizer. I would just try and beat it with what we have. Unless it's like later in the game, then we just call it quits. It all kind of depends on how it goes. I don't think I'll lose the run like super early on though, but we'll see. I do think I need to just heal you. And I will heal you to full because I have a really good healer. 14 magic, right? Yeah, 14 magic. At the beginning of the game. I am gonna visit this Seraph's robe. Isn't that health? That's like a lot of health points, right? Yeah. I have to be careful about this though. I think the only way I can get out of this situation is to put Boyd right here. Because Oscar is in kind of a bad situation. Okay, we missed, so that's good. They missed. Okay, Ike, do something. Ike is just slow. But like, Ike isn't going to be slow forever. He just needs to gain. He needs to level up a few times, and then that won't be a problem anymore. That's all that's really stopping him right now, is he just needs to level up speed, which he'll level up speed basically every level. So it's just a matter of time. Just need to feed Ike experience. I'm gonna see if I can get Ike. Okay, I can get Ike this kill. That would be nice. Okay. We can put Ike over here. We can start going towards the next area. That's kind of going to be my priority right now, is feed in Ike experience over all the other characters. So I'm going to try and get the boss kill to him too. Okay. No damage. Because Ike is somewhat tanky. Oh yeah, 10 defense. That's like a little baby armor knight right now. Little babby armor knight. I'm just gonna keep feeding him the experience. I'm not even gonna let anybody else do it. I am gonna conserve my heals though. So I don't really want to farm experience, not like I need it right now. Okay, this will be another level for Ike. We want strength. We want strength and speed. I mean, that's an alright level up. We do kind of need skill. What do I not need? Drop the lance. I would rather have a sword. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to take a look at what this boss has, because the bosses have changed as well. So, Zoana right here. If I can find the tab that is the bosses on here. Actually, does it keep tabs for the bosses? It might not keep a tab on the bosses. It might just have them for the character. Okay, I hear boss data. So we have the Zoana right here. So Zoana, we're only gonna pay attention to like the base stats for this, because the growth rates aren't as interesting for bosses. So Zoana lost 5 in speed, kept the same strength, no magic, the same skill, gained speed, gained 4 defense, and kept the same resistance. Did not gain a skill though, because again, it's only a 20% chance. and did get randomized into an axe knight from a bandit. So same weapon, slightly better stats, but slightly less tanky. Actually, kind of just worse. It's just a worse version, but slightly faster, in all honesty. Unfortunately, axes are really bad for my units. And I can't dare risk that, so I'm kind of just gonna set Ike right here. And just let Ike keep farming experience, and eventually we'll kill. Especially being able to heal. Like, Ike will break through this wall at some point. Might just take a minute. We gotta play it safe, you know? We gotta do what we gotta do. Feed experience to who we have to. Not gonna take that long. One more cycle. And then hopefully the boss experience will give Ike another level up. We're using Ike the whole game. Like, the sooner Ike gets a little bit faster and a little bit stronger, the better. What we're waiting for. That's so toxic. I want you to know that. That's fine, you're just feeding me experience. I have so many lances. My durability isn't even gonna be a problem. I don't want to use up these heals though. Thankfully I will get to a shop, like a few chapters in. So we can buy items, it's just... Oh my god, you're so toxic. I have one more vulnerary, so... I mean, you can't keep this up forever. You're literally just stalling this out. Attack me. You still won't attack me? You're actually gonna heal, like, almost to full. How petty. Can sit here all day. Why did that do more damage? Oh, I guess at some point he switched over to the hand axe. Should be one more cycle. And I missed. It would have been. Okay, one more. Come on. 1, 2. Whew. Finally. So, strength, speed. That's a good level up. Just again, strength is a 20% chance, so like, it's not very likely. It's a big problem. We did it though, that's all we're doing for today. We're just gonna be doing one chapter decent length. It was a fun start though.